stack, try and run the operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Second and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 35-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
To end the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at their 35-yard line. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To a hit, and the ball is out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That catch good for only a couple.
His pass.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And 3.
Minshew sets to throw. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. 2nd and 12. Tua again. This is Howard. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd down.
Tagovailoa to throw. Buying time to his left. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And Wilson has it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards.
Tua now on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Lining up for a 2-point conversion.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-to-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got one. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Wrap it.
Looking to throw it. Minshew escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for LaVisca Chenault. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Minshew. This will be caught at about the 5. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Minshew. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Dolphins 11, Jaguars 9.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On second down, a run with Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Breida on the carry.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On first down, it's Howard, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Yards to go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
A gain of
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Dolphins.
Looking to pass. Tua. Got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Tua now on first down. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
complete to
Devontae Parker. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
The Dolphins are lining up for a
solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd down at 5.
44, Mike, 44. Smooth. Both balls to Mike. Greystone, travel. Quit talking about it and bring it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, Zoo.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerome Baker, his 2nd sack of the night.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On for the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Howard. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Tua. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, break. On the ball.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 22.
Sets up to pass it. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Albert Wilson.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Calais. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
51, Mike 51. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, wahoo. 50, go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Back to throw. He's got it to Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down. 3rd and
big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
1st down, Miami.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
30-yard line.
They'll run, Calais, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Raymond.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll let this... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Minshew sets to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Raymond Calais. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. It'll be Minshew again. Dancing to his left. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Jaguars.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Jags, the preparation pays off as they pick up their first win on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week.
This is Dusty Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19, icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. If I like it, then I flip it, watch the moves. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Jay like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicken finger licking chicken. I mean, keep it right in my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Slides check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. And she was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's and a wig. If it's too high and you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about a million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey, hey yo, Nike check.